Serena Williams, a household name, a star, a legend, an icon. She's everything in tennis, the greatest of all time. We are really going to miss you, Serena, but what a career you have had. And here we go. All hail the Queen, say the US Open. And for those who don't know, I don't know where you've been living, but Serena Williams played her last ever match last night against the incredible Ajla Tomljanovic. It was a great encounter. It went to 3 sets. Serena saved so many match points. She showed everything really what typifies her as a champion. She worked so hard to try and get back into the match after losing the first set. She didn't want to give up on all of the match points. And listen, watching it made me feel like Serena can keep playing. It didn't feel real that was the last time I was going to see her. I thought her performance level was very, very high. She was serving well. She was hitting good winners off both sides. And it's a shame, really, that is the last time we have to see her, because watching her, I felt like we could have seen more Serena in more events to come. But it's her decision. She has said she is retiring now, 40 years old, soon to be 41. And what a career she has had. Another cool graphic here of Serena Williams with all of her US Open successes. She's had just a fantastic career, winning it all. I mean, look at this. 92 wins at the Australian Open, 69 wins at Roland Garros, 98 at Wimbledon, so close to 100. I was hoping she could have made it the other year, but unfortunately went out early. And 108 wins at the US Open. So she's got the most wins at the US Open. But in terms of titles, that will be the Australian Open and Wimbledon, with 7 successes there. She's got 3 at Roland Garros and 6 at the US Open, with her last success coming in 2017 at the Australian Open. And listen, there's been some time. We're all waiting. Is Serena going to be able to level Margaret Court at 24 slams? It didn't happen for her. But regardless, many people, if not all, will always consider her as the greatest of all time. And I think last night really did show that. Despite her losing, she can leave with her head held high. Me and Ben covered the match on the channel. And honestly, it's one of my favourite matches I've ever covered. There was so much drama, so many great shots, so many good winners. And I just loved all of the point constructions from her. The crowd getting behind her, the atmosphere was building. It was like a cauldron inside Arthur Ashe, and I don't think it could have really been a better send-off for the Queen. We've got another one here, just some more stats. I'm going to be going through quite a few today because she deserves it, and there's so much to say about Serena Williams. And that's 96 career titles she's going to end with, 39 Grand Slams across, of course, singles and doubles, 319 weeks at world number 1, and $94 million in career prize money. I mean, that's just a drop in the ocean for the amount she's made outside of playing tennis, because now she's got multiple business ventures. She's always been the first to get involved in positive activism. And yeah, look at this, the highest earning female athlete ever, a career over, but a legend forever, Serena Williams. And I really like this one because it shows the one final twirl of Serena Williams in what I must say was an incredible outfit. I loved all the glitter. She come on the court with the cape. There was glitter in her hair as well. And it was just a perfect night. Listen, I know she lost, but I've just got only positive things to say about it. Most people, after a loss, you come out and say, oh, it's disappointing. But it just didn't feel like that. This occasion was so much bigger than the result. It was all about the how she played. I wanted to see, that was important. I didn't want her to go out in a whimper. She put up a great fight. The atmosphere was good. The US Open, credit to them and hats off. They really did put on a show. I loved all of the stuff before the match and after the match. And listen, if you wasn't crying in her post-match speech, well, I don't know how you managed it. Let's move on to some more stats. So after 27 years, Serena's career comes to a close with 4 Olympic golds, 23 Grand Slam singles titles, 14 Grand Slam doubles titles. She's the only tennis player to achieve the career Golden Slam in both singles and doubles. She's got the joint longest run as the #1 ranked female player. I mean, what more can she do? I mean, look, we've got all the GOAT emojis. Surely she goes down as the greatest of all time. She'll always be my greatest on the women's side. And listen, it's remarkable when you see all of these numbers and statistics. We've got Nadal, Djokovic doing crazy things as well on the men's. But Serena, right up there as another one to be part of that whole debate and discussion. Of course, the men's and women's, very different sports, but in the women's, I think she's just way out in front. Look at this one as well. This is the final tally of the Grand Slams because all of these players have retired. We've got Margaret Court, 24, Serena Williams, 23, Steffi Graf, of course, another one you can consider as one of the greatest, 22 slams for her, Helen Willis, 19, Chris Ever, 18, and Martina Navratilova with 18 slams. So she's in very good company. Is anyone going to be able to catch the 23? Maybe Iga Swiatek if she gets she plucks up her ideas a little bit on the hard courts. But a long way to go. I mean, this is a real big benchmark for any young player out there. It's going to be a big ask, but it's never impossible. And listen, what a role model Serena Williams has been for all of these players on and off the court. The way she holds herself, the way she, under pressure, seems to always deal with things so well. You see a big scream from her after a big point, and then serenity, instant serenity from her. And I think a lot of people can learn from just the way she acts, really. Moving on to the next one, we have Gaspar Ribeiro Lanca here saying this is the first time Serena Williams plays a 3-hour match at the US Open. It's her 109th US Open singles match, and she's never played longer than 3 hours. Most likely because she gets it done very quick usually. But yeah, that's a crazy stat. It blew my mind that her last ever match at the US Open was her longest one there. And you can kind of see why. She was digging her heels in. She wasn't allowing Tomljanovic to run away with it. And listen, fair play to Tomljanovic because her performance was really, really good. And so was her on-court interview. She spoke about Serena and what role she played in her getting involved in tennis and the motivation behind her playing, and how Serena has always been the biggest role model in tennis for not just her, but most of the women on the tour. She has really set the standard of what it takes to be an elite athlete in the women's game. And I thought Tomljanovic's performance with the whole crowd against her in big moments when everyone was willing her to miss, she was finding winners at big times. She'd come back from 5-3 down. I mean, she's a great talent, and the next match is going to be really exciting against Samsonova. Make sure to join us on the channel for it. We've got Nick McCarville here saying, "Thank you, Venus." So this was a quote from Serena after the match saying, "Thank you, Venus. She's the only reason that Serena Williams existed." And I think this is where there wasn't many dry eyes in our Farash or at home. A lot of people were crying, including Serena Williams, and Serena looking directly at Venus from her on-court interview. It was certainly emotional, and it was her way of just giving some love to Venus in that moment as well. Of course, it's a moment she'll never forget. The last ever time she's going to have a post-match interview on court. And I thought it was really special that she brought Venus involved. And super emotional as well. Some GOATs getting on the action. Of course, Juan Martín del Potro also retired this year. And he's saying, "Simply the GOAT, unique. Thank you, Serena. We love you." We have some other reaction from some big names as well. Tiger Woods, a GOAT in the golfing world, saying, "Serena Williams, you're literally the greatest on and off the court. Thank you for inspiring all of us to pursue our dreams. I love you, little sis." And it's an important thing to note that what she did, not just for tennis players, but for all sportsmen. I saw Simone Biles as well coming out, the famous American gymnast, specifically for black athletes. What she has done for black athletes is unprecedented. I don't think anyone has made an impact as what she has. And listen, what more can you say about the girl? She's done everything the right way in her career. There's been times where she's been criticised, and I think a lot of them she was wrongly criticised for. But let's keep to the positives. Serena Williams, last ever match. We're never going to see her play tennis again, but I'm sure we're going to see her on our screens. But yeah, let's wrap it up there. Sorry for such a long news video. I could have gone on and on. I had another 10 tweets to go through, but I'll be here all night. Serena Williams, she has retired. She's played her last tennis match. What a champion. She'll never be forgotten. She's always welcome on the podcast if she wants to come on. We are going to miss you, Serena. Your career may be over, but you will always be a legend. And as Serena would say,
I'm just Serena, you know, so.
like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.